defense of evil is evil itself. The absence of a war in Makerere, the absence of a strike in Makerere does not necessarily mean that Makerere is at peace. It's about here we have a group of revolutionaries who are calling that Maseruka must resign. First of all, I want to ask Comrade Makerere, one of the former guild aspirants, do you confer to this call that Maseruka must resign as the guild president of Makerere University?
Yes, personally, I think I have had enough taste of sour waters. The NUP, the National Unity Platform candidates passed by me was at CTF. And you know what they were saying? We are going to fight punitism.
We are going to break the chains of tyranny.
We are going to break the chains of tyranny. People in good university are seriously discussing ideas. You understand? Makerere is heading to turbulent times.
Yes. And
here we are. Makerere is seated on a time bomb right now.
Yeah. But what is happening and what has been associated with all the NUP governments in Makerere University, the impunity, corruption, and what all the mess it has been associated with, should I think that it is a true reflection of the NUP as a party on the whole national level?
Ever since people power came into Makerere, we are producing Katerega. You look at his future and you wonder. We produced Sempija. I hear I may not comment on what he wants to do, but those days Makerere used to produce outstanding guild presidents because the political parties
who would influence national politics with the continental politics.
Yes, because the parties of the time that were booming used to groom their own leaders. And I think Maseruka has to resign. From the onset of his guild cabinet, you saw irrelevant, should I call inconsistencies, where we had 2 stamps of the guild president. Where does that exist? You understand? 2 stamps, the guild president had 2 stamps. So after the 2 stamps, a lot of inconsistencies happened. There is someone I usually respect, is called the Bossa Prize. Bossa pulled out of the word of Maseruka's team and said, whatever happens, I am no longer part of it. We laughed at Bossa. I was one of the people who abused Bossa on my status. But later on, I think Bossa Prize, I am very sorry, wherever you are, you are right. From there, someone promises us a freshers ball. At least the students have not talked about it because we didn't expect it from the first place. When he said the freshers ball, we all got excited. And here comes a day, and out of the blue, even in panic, he produces a document which has wrong dates. Maseruka Robert, wherever you are, we ask you to resign peacefully. We ask you just to resign. If you love Makerere, this is now a test for you. If you love Makerere, just resign peacefully. We form an interim government and push things forward. Let people who can manage handle the office.
Yes, that is it all from Comrade Maxwell and the audience behind. We appreciate. This is the Mark Interface. Honorable Mutambi Beston, you are the 89th GRC for School of Social Sciences here at Makerere University. You have served within this government, the 89th government, the so-called Prorata government.
I have not served in the 89th Prorata government. Yeah, I personally, Beston Mutambi Kuruma, the GRC School of Social Sciences. I actually don't want that title of a honorable. I'm a student, practical functioning, guild representative councillor. I am among the founding fathers of the revolutionary government, the alternative government to Maseruka's government. On the first day, I told Maseruka that we need a consultative, collaborative, student-based, and practical in nature. But Maseruka, through my advice at the garbage heap. So it is a time that I have a humble request. Before you, Mr. President, Maseruka Robert, for the good of your political career, not only in Makerere, but outside Makerere, to step down and resign your position as the guild president of Makerere. We have an interim leader and we go for a rerun.
You want him to resign?
Makerere should be there as a breeding place of intellectualism. We should be here to groom generational leaders, not puppets. You get it? We must get leaders who are going to confront imperialists at a national and a continental level. We don't need puppets. If someone cannot confront administration, a mere administration, can you confront Americans' superiority, America's supremacy? You get it? We need to make sure we regroom the Sankaras, the Rumumbas, the Nkurumas, whose ideas are responsible for us being in Makerere today.
That's very true.
If Makerere is built on the foundations of Pan-Africanism, of Martin Luther and Civil War, it will be a betrayal to me based on Mutambi Nkrumah, the GRC, School of Social Sciences.
Gladiator, CDF of North Coast, Murambago Regan. What started as a win is now a hurricane. The resignation of Maseruka Robert, the current 89th president of Makerere University, is inevitable. What do you make of that?
What began as a victory, now it is a cry, and it is a horror to each and every Makererian. Whenever they sleep, they wake up crying, and they fear to go to bed back again. Why? Because we have a weak student leadership, not only a guild leadership, but we have a puppet leader as the guild president, and that is Mr. Maseruka Robert.
Can affirm that the powers of the GRC have been suffocated in one way or the other, because you realize the Honorable House can pass a budget decided by majority, and it reaches the office of the Dean of Students, and they exactly change figures without the consent of the honorable members. You can't tell me that I sit for 24 hours making a budget which is useless. Why did they have to make us sit in a session for 24 hours?
24 hours.
And they just change figures, meaning they were capable of budgeting themselves, which is against the constitution of Makerere University.
So is also the whole GRC house in support of the revolution, of the change that students now are saying that Maseruka Robert must resign? Are you also in support of that revolution and the change and the cry of the students at Makerere University?
One, concerning the students of Makerere University, there is no need for somebody to remain in power doing nothing for students. Then
Serving egoistic interests.
exactly. That clearly shows that even if we meet in the future, we are the young leaders. If we keep these leaders here and they are the ones that would be in our parliament, will be our presidents, we are killing the next generation.
That's
so
true.
if you cannot manage something, I also agree to the fact that the president can resign if he has failed.
Oh,
So will you also be part of those ones who are running a campaign that the current guild president, Mr. Maseruka Robert, should resign?
Verily, I am strongly in favor of the impeachment program, and I will stand with it.
But if
And I
we
will
give him a
I will
benefit
support
of doubt?
A benefit of doubt. There is no need for us to give any benefit of doubt as per se, because all grounds have been satisfied. We have let party sentiments, we have let individuals, mafias such as Sisi Wenyewe, Abakoto. You have heard of new kids on the block. All those small fools, they see them. Just that some of us don't talk, because we don't have those spaces. They have manipulated us. So we are not embracing education, we are not learning, we are not unlearning, and we are not relearning. So that's why we are shifting the guns, especially some of us, this new breed that is taking up the true definition of education. Yes, Maseruka must resign. He's not our president. We are taking a campaign through all our colleges, through all our halls of residence, to denounce him that he's not our president. And let a way forward be purged as soon as possible.
And for this reason, Maseruka must resign. He must resign. I want to state this point without fear of contradiction. Maseruka must resign. This is not a humble call, it's not a humble request, but it is an order from students. We want a pro-student leadership at Makerere University. He must resign.
Actually, for me, it disappointed me yesterday. Because when I heard that the Freshers' Ball wasn't there, and I remember I saw even the truck that had come to set up the stage. But from nowhere, I saw when the truck was going back. I didn't have a chance to find out why, but I expected at least His Excellency Maseruka to come out and say what has happened. But in that process, he wrote a letter, whereby the letter came in very late. He promised us that latest by Monday, government students who were in year one, they would have received their allowance. And failure for that, for government students receiving their money by Monday, then on Tuesday we won't accept any excuse. We shall all of us go and we demand for it with immediate effect. And also we have another category of students who have not yet received their recess and internship allowance up to now. And we are still fighting for that so that they can also receive their money latest by Monday. Failure for that, by Tuesday all of us should come up and we fight for what belongs to us.